not sure. Okay. I'm hoping that the audio works out well. Hope you guys like Yume Tuki music. I know I do. Wow, sorry that the intro took longer than I thought it would. That was my oopsie daisy. But it's okay. A lot has been happening, as I'm sure you already know. So this is just gonna be another, just a short little Zatsu while I do more work. Oh my gosh, I thought that I was doing good. Hello, Leah. I thought that I was doing good, and then I got hit with a little bit of a roadblock, but it's okay. It's nothing I can't handle. Oh, and I need to finish a thing for my birthday, because my birthday's next week, next Monday. Yay! I have something very special planned. I'm not gonna tell you what yet. I want it to be a surprise. But yeah, I think you guys are gonna like it. But I need to prepare some more for it. So hopefully I'll have enough time. It's just there's just been a lot happening. Things will be fine. Things will be fine with me. Well, thank you. But yeah, so as I'm sure probably a couple of you saw, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff recently. My dad had surgery the other day. Had surgery on his hip, so now he's fine. The surgery went well. My birthday's coming up. Yeah, so his surgery, it went well, but he's still in a lot of pain right now. I mean, it just happened yesterday. You're not gonna like instantly recover, right? But yeah, so I just I'm trying to help Mama be out, since he's out of commission and he can't walk. So trying to help out a bit more. But I'm still gonna stream. I still plan on streaming this week and next week. I really have no plans for what I want to do in September, other than like what I've been doing. But I have a lot of plans for October. A lot of spooky month plans. I'm really excited. It's spooky month. It is my time of year. It really is. I've got so much planned. Thank you, Leah. I've got like a list. It's not a very long list, but I mean, it's significant. I'd say that there's enough of the list to get me through the month. But I have a lot of fun things to talk about, and I can't wait to share them all with everyone. Alright, I should get to more working. Ugh. I don't want to do this part. I'm not rigging the mouth, but I'm trying to rig a certain part, and at first it was fine, and now it is not, so I think I have to go back and redo a whole portion of the model. Ugh, and I really don't want to. But it's kind of screwed up. It's kind of screwed up right now. So like, if I don't do it, then it's gonna look weird. Maybe I could cheat. Maybe I could cheat my way. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just cheat. It's fine. Ooh, I don't know if I could fix that part. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun this October. Still working on 2.0 models. That is like my tippy toppest priority. So I really want it to be like a big event when we finally get to debut them. I cannot wait. 'Cause I mean, not to brag or anything, but I think that they look really good. And I think people will like them. At least I hope they do. I hope that we pull in some new audience members. Not that there's anything wrong with you guys. I mean, love you. Love those of you who have been like sticking with us since the beginning. Like that's like I can't describe how happy that makes me feel that, you know, people have been with us since the beginning. I really appreciate that. But, you know, always looking to grow. I think that goes for all of us, you know? Yeah, I can't wait. So the only one that I have finished right now is my own because, like I've stated many times, I'm the guinea pig. I like to do everything on myself first, just to make sure it works. And, like, I have the urge. I get the urge to just, like, to use my new model. But I can't. It's gotta make it spatial. It really is. It's very special. I mean, the design of it still looks pretty similar to this one, but, you know, just better. Because it wasn't made 2 years ago. You know? Take a sip of my soda. I haven't drank soda that much recently. I only drink it like when I need caffeine or sugar. Well, I don't really need sugar. I've got so many sugary things. But still. I just drink it when I need to wake up. And my cat, I think he'll still be, I mean, we haven't had it like 100% confirmed. So the other day I took my cat to the vet to get an ultrasound because, you know, he's gotten really thin and he keeps on having diarrhea, which is awful. And he just hasn't been in very good shape. I mean, he still acts perfectly fine, you know, like he doesn't act like sick or anything. Like he's still walking around, still very loud and whiny, always wanting attention. Still your standard cat. It's just, you know, he's just very thin now and he keeps having diarrhea that I have to clean up and it's nasty. So, you know, I took him to the vet the other day to get ultrasound. And, you know, they told me that he either has, I think it was like IBS or lymphoma. But the vet said that she thought that it was more likely for it to be lymphoma. So, yeah, gonna try to do everything I can. And I'm trying not to cry on stream because that would be embarrassing. Again. If you're sitting to yourself asking, what do you mean again? Good. You don't want to know. But yeah, I just want to spend as much time with him as I can. Sorry, I don't want my voice to start cracking. I'm sure too. I was really hoping that it would just be like cat anorexia, because cats actually can get eating disorders, and I thought that's what it was, because like, so I looked it up, because you know, with his body type, I was thinking like it really sounds like anorexia, and so like I looked it up, can cats get eating disorders, and it said that, you know, cats can get anorexia if they're like really stressed out, and he has food competitions, so me and my dad, we both thought that like maybe it was that, because like, you know, maybe he's very stressed out because of this food competition that he has with our other cat, even though I keep trying to, like, you know, I separate their food now, and they eat in separate areas at separate times, so that's what I was hoping it was. But I'm sure it'll be okay. He'll at least make it to his 14th birthday. Yeah, he's 14, so, you know, he's already pretty old. Actually, our birthdays are on the same day. We're birthday twins. Just several years apart. And also, he's a cat. Maybe he'll have a special guest appearance. I don't know. Probably, since I'll give you a little hint for what I'm doing on my birthday. I'm gonna be in my basement. The background for the stream will be in my basement, which I want to get like a special background made for when I'm in my basement, because my basement is where I have like all my consoles and stuff. So like whenever the audio, which I forgot to do the thing, it's fine. Anytime the audio sounds like especially different when I play certain games, it's probably because I'm in my basement. Wait, what do you mean? What? How is that possible? How is that possible that my cat and I are born on the same day? Like, I mean, not like the same day, the same year. It's just, you know, birthday twins. Just born on the same day. Just have the same birthday. But yeah, I want to get a I want to get a background that's my basement. We got a pretty good basement too. It's not like a cellar or anything. It's well furnished. It's well furnished. Lots of carpeting, lots of nice fluffy stuff. Well, I am trying. I'm trying. I know it's kind of echoey in here. That's because I forgot to do a thing that I usually do. I forgot to put stuff up. It's okay. It's alright. We can be a little echoey today. It's okay. I don't plan on streaming for very long. But yeah, just today it's been a little bit rough for me. And I had another scary dream last night. Here we go again. Yeah, so last night I dreamt that I was in this like school place or something. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. So I dreamt that I was in this like school area, and like I don't know what was happening, but like there was this like girl. She kind of looked like Madoka from Madoka Magica. And like for some reason I did not want her following me up these staircases. And so like I got like really mad at her, and I picked her up and I like smashed her head into a wall, and I just kept like slamming her head against the wall like a bunch, and then I threw her down the staircases and she like hit like every single step. and then I felt bad because I was like, dang, she's kind of hurting. And like when she hit the bottom, there were like a bunch of other students around and they started laughing at her. Though it wasn't really bloody, so I don't think she really like suffered or anything. I think it was like a video game sort of thing. I don't know. Not all of my dreams are weird and scary like that, but when they are, they really are. I'm not violent. I wouldn't do that in real life. Obviously. I wouldn't hurt people like that, like, in real life, you know. It's just, you know, sometimes I get, like, really violent, graphic dreams. That's all. Okay, now why is this not... Oh. That's why. Okay, that's better. I've had other dreams where I've like hurt people, but you know, I'm not that kind of person in real life. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why I was so mad at her. Rip Madoka. And of course I wouldn't do something like that to actual Madoka. I love her. The Homura is my favorite. Girl boss. Oh my god, I did it again! There, that's better. Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes I just have like really graphic dreams. I don't think I don't even know why this Madoka girl was in my dreams. I haven't watched anything Madoka related recently. I don't know. It's the gay thoughts. I am become Homura, I guess. I love extended interpolation in live 2D. It's so fun. It's so bouncy. Sorry, drastic subject change. So bouncy. Ba 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 ba. Oh wait. Oops, I'm stupid. I keep forgetting how to do stuff. Yeah, I think I've told other stories of my strange violent dreams. Oh wait, I forgot to. Ah, you see, I keep forgetting how to do stuff. Did I reflect it? I don't remember. Like I remember like when I was younger, I had a dream that I kicked this girl who was like she was just kind of rude. I don't know why I kicked her. Like I don't know. I didn't like her vibe. She didn't pass the vibe check. She just seemed kind of like I don't know, kind of stuck up. But like and like I've met people in real life that kind of don't pass my vibe check. But I've never kicked them in the head. So yeah, I don't know where that sort of thing comes from. Maybe it is pent up rage. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I like my more scary dreams. Just makes me a better storyteller. Oh, oops. Wait, what? Why is that like that? Oh, it's because I didn't switch it. That would make sense. Teehee, oops. Oh man, there's so much I want to talk about that's like in regards to the Halloween stuff I have planned, but I want some of it to be a surprise. So I don't want to tell you all like everything that I have in store. I'll tell you a little bit. How about that? So, one of the things that I definitely want to do is I want to play Corpse Party. Because now we have it available and I really enjoy it, so I can't wait to play it. I hope I can play it because I only have it on my DS, okay? I only have it for the DS, and like I know that there is a way that you can stream the 3DS to the computer. Oh, I've had a similar dream like that. I once dreamt that I was like swimming in this little pool that I used to have, and like, you know, I was under the water, so I was holding my breath, but I was holding my breath in real life and I didn't realize it, and so my mom came and like she woke me up and she was like, "BBB, wake up, you're not breathing." I swam too much. I really liked to swim as a kid. I still do. I just haven't had time to go swimming. I really wanted to go swimming a lot this month, but I wasn't able to. But yeah, so like I was saying, so like I know that there is a way, and I have like a program. I have a program downloaded on my laptop to that will like make it so that I can stream with my 3DS, but I haven't put it into the actual DS. Not yet. I can only do it with my laptop too, because I don't think that my PC has one of the SD card readers. Cause I may or may not have homebrewed my 3DS, maybe. But you'll never know which ones I paid for and which ones I didn't. So yeah. Who are you, Nintendo? You'll never know. You'll never know. Alright, did that fix it? Oh, it's the third one that's messing it up. Of course, Zatsudan. It's the one that I didn't fix that's causing the problems. Isn't it just the way it always is? Okay. I think I got it now. I've had a few dreams where people have like tried to like hunt me down and kill me. I've had a couple where they like actually do physically hurt me. I just can't catch a break in my dreams. I don't know. I guess I just like too much horror stuff. I can't help it. It's fun. Like the only bad dreams that I don't like are, you know, like the ones where like my family members die or something like that. Because, you know, then that's not scary, it's sad. You know? Okay, gotta delete this one and rename this. Okay, there we go. Yay! I think I fixed it now. I think I fixed my problem. Oh, wait. There. Yeah, I'd say it's good enough now. I'm trying to do physics stuff. That's all I'll tell you about with what I'm working on right now. But yeah, like I said, I still have some stuff that I gotta get made for my birthday. I just really hope that I have time. Oh yeah, I also have I've planned out what everyone's gonna be dressed as for Halloween. I won't spoil it yet. I won't spoil it yet because I haven't told everybody. That's how the line that's how the line of information goes. It starts at me, then I tell everybody in the company, and then I tell you guys. Or they tell you guys. I mean, with like major news, you know, if it like something that the talents are planning, then you'll probably hear it from them first, and not me. I don't know if we'll make like Halloween merch. I would like to, but I don't know if I'll have time to get that done. I gotta find, well, I've also gotta find someone to do merch stuff. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. For now, Halloween merch is at a maybe, leaning towards probably not. But not no. We'll say that. We'll say that. It's not no. It would be cool, but I don't know yet. Hello, hello, welcome. Blah, 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 blah. Where was I? Oh yeah. Oof, I'm trying to figure out. I did it before. I'm trying to remember how to make things in Live 2D move in a circle. It's like, okay, so you would think that it would be easy. You just like rotate the image, but no. When you rotate an image in Live 2D, it's set at like, it's just set at 180. So you have to like manually go and set it to 360. But even if you set it to 360, so like, okay, hold on. This is gonna be weird. So let's say, hold on, I forget how to do it. Uh-oh, I forgot how to do it. You know what? I'll just do it on here. So say you wanted to make something move like this. Well, if you just like program that into Live 2D, this is what it's gonna do. It's gonna go around to here and then go back. And that's how it will move in Live 2D. So you have to do like all this extra stuff for it to not move like that. Oh, now I gotta put myself back. Wow! I forgot how I had myself before. Oh well. So yeah, I did it before. I did it before when I made Meguro's little ending with like the spinning sushi. I just forget how I did it. I think I just looked up a tutorial. The internet's amazing. That's, I mean, you know, what's the point of having all of this access to information if you're not gonna use it, right? Right? I use tutorials. I use live TD tutorials for like everything. Because, you know, why not? Hello, welcome. I mean, that's what they're there for. That's the point. Is it not? And then I also have more stuff. I have more stuff planned with this model that I have to do. It's definitely an upgrade. Let's just say that. I can't tell you because, you know, I want the talents to like show and explain everything that's new. But yeah. Got a few surprises. Got a few tricks up my sleeves. And I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to just like show everything, but I can't. I could, but I won't, and I shouldn't. Cause you know, like I said, this is their big moment. Oh, I should save this actually. For some reason on Live 2D, I keep having this issue. I don't know if it's I don't know what causes it, but sometimes like if I open up the physics settings, like the whole program will crash. I can't close out of it. I can't like Alt F4 out of it or anything. The only solution is that I have to restart my whole computer. Like everything else works, it's just I can't close out of Live 2D. It's just stuck there. And I don't know why it happens. So like I always try to remember to save before I open up the setting, because I'm scared, because it has happened to me on numerous occasions where I've done like a big portion of the model rigging, and then it crashes like that, and I lose like a whole bunch of that progress. Which I know is my own fault for not saving. But still, I don't like it. It shouldn't happen. It's okay. It's alright though. It's not that big of a deal. I just, you know, gotta remember to save. It's good for you. Yeah, I think that's just most of what's new with me. Sad stuff. Just sad stuff. I only sound happy. I only sound happy because I'm drinking soda that has like so much sugar in it. So that's it. That's why I don't drink soda very much anymore, because you know, all the sugar. And also I used to have braces, so like I was really trying like super hard. I didn't eat like too many sugary things, just because, you know, I didn't want my teeth to be nasty like after getting them all straight and stuff. And plus my dentist told me, you know, when I still had them, that like it was really important, because, you know, they said that like after people get their braces off, it's when they see a lot of like gingivitis cases. So yeah, I didn't want gingivitis. I never do. So I've been really trying to like keep up on, you know, good dental hygiene, like brushing my teeth and flossing and all that good stuff. Which I forgot. Oh my gosh, I need to order new mouthwash. You see, this is why I do these streams, because I remember stuff that I always forget. You guys are so good at helping me remember stuff, and you're not even trying. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to type. Now that I don't know why, but like all of a sudden Live 3D has been messing up with my deformers. It's so annoying. It bothers me a lot. It's okay. I just manually have to type stuff in, and I don't want to. Okay. Wait, can I? I would love to like be showing you guys my process, but I can't. Maybe. Oh, there's an idea. I should make chibi models. that way I can show them off and while I rig them, and it can be functional. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I'm so smart. I am the smart. Oh yeah. I was like, I'm forgetting something that I remembered. See, look at me go. Look at me go. Maybe I should drink soda more often. It's helping me remember stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'll give you guys another little hint of something that I'm doing for this October. I have been looking up like some old like 2010s creepypasta stuff. Oh man, that stuff has aged so bad. It's, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm talking like old fandom stuff. I'm talking like Slender Mansion stuff. Like, God, it's so cringe. How did we all not think that this was like so cringe and dorky? But I kind of love it. I kind of, maybe it's just my my nostalgia rose-colored glasses. I kind of still love it though. Except for the whole controversy that it caused. But yeah, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet, like going back down memory lane and like looking at all these things that used to make me kind of unsettled. I mean, I was never really scared. I was never really scared of like old creepypastas, except for Candle Cove. That was the one. That was the only one that like really scared me. Like I you know, like deep down inside, I knew stuff like Jeff the Killer and Slender Man was not real, so like I wasn't really scared of any of that. But I think the more like realistic ones, which I know realistic and creepypasta should not be used in the same sentence like at all whatsoever. But like, you know, some of them were more grounded in reality than others, let's just say. Like I would say like none of the gaming or like the Lost episode ones were grounded in any sort of reality. Honestly, Candle Cove kind of wasn't either, but like that one was fun. I still love Candle Cove. And Local 58, which is by the same author. That is, it's a really fun ARG. I've enjoyed following it along so far. But like the Russian sleep experiment one and stuff like that, or like ones that were like about like creepy like cursed videos people would find on the deep web. It's like back in the day, like the deep web, like that was something that was like so scary. Or no, they called it the dark web. It was the dark web. That was like the scariest thing. And then Mutahar like made a whole bunch of videos on like how the dark web is like kind of whatever. It's just like a slightly more edgy version of the regular internet. And that sort of just like destroyed the mysticism of it, I think, for a lot of people. But I totally fell for it. I definitely thought that there was like that, like the deep web was nothing but like like selling illegal stuff and like murder, like live murders, and like buying assassins and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely thought when I was a kid that the Russian sleep experiment was real. Because I mean, you say that like Soviet Russia did anything crazy with human experimentation, and you know, you're probably like in your mind like, yeah, that would probably happen. It's like all the messed up stuff people say about North Korea. It's like, you could literally say that, like, you know, oh, in North Korea they like snatch up people and cook them and feed them to other people, and you know, someone would probably be like, yeah, that sounds like something that they would probably do. Because you know, it's just one of those things. It's one of those places that just like the way that we're taught about it, at least, you know. Well, with North Korea, that's kind of a different story. They're pretty nuts there, but like, you know, like there's so much. You hear so many crazy stories about places like that, and you know, there are people who say that they're real, and it's like, well. Why not? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't Soviet Russia like keep a bunch of people awake for years with drugs? You see, you could literally make up any random thing about North Korea, and it's probably true. You could literally make up anything, and I mean, I don't know, probably. I guess I should have made it more crazy. Like they're like chilling with aliens, and they're like making deals with alien planets and stuff. Sure, why not? I see no reason to believe that would not happen. You know, it's just one of those. It's just one of those crazy places. To just make up anything, and it would probably be believable. Or like what was it called? The Gateway of the Mind story that just used like some artist's video, like their what's it called? Like performance piece. To be like, whoa, scary. I definitely feel like that was like a weird trend on the internet, where like, so like anytime there was like some piece of like weird or like surrealist art, people would take that and like morph it into some like scary story. Like take like the I Feel Fantastic video with like the singing android. Like that was. Tara the android, she was the original Hatsune Miku, okay? she was ahead of her time. Let's just say that, first and foremost. Tara was ahead of her time. And so, you know, like people took that weird, strange video, and, you know, instead of like with the nuances that we have today, and thinking like, oh, this is probably just like some old like art piece or like performance piece, they were like, oh, this is actually about like, this is a murderer who like dressed up the doll in his victim's clothes, and the forest is where he buried them. It's just like some like nuts thing. Or even like the original SCP-173, like that was a sculpture that someone made, and then some random person just like assigned a story to it. Like there was, I don't know how many of you guys are like super into SCP stuff, but like there's been like a whole movement where they've changed. So SCP-173 is no longer like officially associated with that image anymore. So I think that, I don't know if they've like come up with a definitive replacement for what it looks like now. But I know that they had like some contest or something to make a new variant, or maybe they just like leave it up to interpretation. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I definitely think that was like a thing of the old internet, where like any sort of like weird art piece was just seen as, oh, it's scary, cursed, is gonna make you pluck out your eyeballs and send them to YouTube somehow. I love that story. About like the cursed YouTube video where like people who saw it, they would like pluck out their eyeballs and mail them to YouTube's headquarters. It's just like how did they miss the glaring plot hole of how do you send your eyeballs? How do you mail your eyeballs out when you can't see? Like that leads to so many questions. Like, do they like ask for help? Like, you know, you're like bleeding out of your eyeballs, and you're like, oh, hey mom, can you help me mail these to YouTube? That one. So then say like, okay, so you got your eyeballs in a box somehow. You taped it up. You got like a thingy on them to say send to blah 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 YouTube HQ. Then like what? You just go to the mail to the post office, and then you give them the box with your bleeding out eyeballs, and they're like, so what's in the box? And you're like, nothing. Like that story's just it's so funny. It's so unintentionally funny, and I love it. I love it so much. It's hilarious. I have so many questions. As to how that would work. I love it. I love it. I have no words. It's amazing. It's amazing what people come up with. There's so many stories. And don't even get me started on the hyper-realistic blood fixation people had back then. Everything had to be hyper-realistic. It couldn't just be like, you know, just like, oh, this kid's game just all of a sudden got bloody. No, it has to be specifically hyper-realistic blood. How will they know it's scary otherwise? I blame Sonic.exe. Sonic.exe is starting to ruin another whole generation of children, and you know what? It is what it is. I'm so not surprised that the creator of that story has been outed as being a not good person. I don't know if I can say what they did. I'll just say, you know, if you want more context, look it up, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble for saying anything. But yeah, like, I'm just so unsurprised about that. Like, his whole outburst when it got removed from the wiki, I feel like it's evident enough that he kind of wasn't all there, you know. Oh my gosh, the 3 a.m. videos, they have definitely ruined a new generation. For certain. Though I know absolutely that if 3 a.m. videos were popular when like my generation was young, you know, I definitely feel like we would have eaten that up just as much. But still, it's just like, oh man, kids will believe anything. They'll believe anything. Clearly, they just tape up the windows and are like, oh yeah, it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. guys. It's like, oh my goodness. I watched the, oh my god, what are they called? The Nerd City video on J Station. I was like, holy crap! These kids are so gullible. They should not be allowed on the internet. And I mean, I know I was gullible as a kid too. I mean, obviously, I believe that any creepypastas were real. But, like, dang. It just really cements the fact that, like, children, prepubescent children especially, should not be on the internet at all whatsoever. Especially now with, like, all the Elsagate stuff that's been going on. Oh man, that stuff is messed up. I'm sure like I've heard it a couple of people say that like most definitely in like the next coming years we will probably see like a bunch of like young like teen to like young adults talking about like how those sorts of videos like traumatized them and like messed up, you know, their sense of like morality and stuff. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure J Station got banned. I'm pretty sure. I'm hopeful. That guy's just horrible. Just horrible. Like listening to the stories of his ex-girlfriend, oh my god, I feel so bad for that woman. She did not deserve any of that. What a piece of absolute human garbage. Like I feel bad. I do kind of feel bad because I know like even when I was a kid, like I definitely grew up a lot on YouTube too. And there were some videos like even like videos of shows that were supposed to be child friendly, like oh my god, the My Little Pony fandom, you would be surprised. The My Little Pony fandom, they had the most like just disgusting, raunchy, inappropriate videos that like, you know, looking back today as you know, somebody who's like into like gore stuff, like fictional gore of course, and like other types of horror things, I was like, yeah, this, I can see how this made me into those sorts of things. I can see where we went wrong. And I mean, I can't even like blame my parents, because you know that's like the whole thing of like you know, parents, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't, that like parents should be like paying attention to what kids do on the internet, which they definitely 100% should. I don't think anybody should ever argue against that. But like in that scenario, that's not even something that they would have known about, you know, because like all of these videos, all of these like really horrific videos, like it was like listed under My Little Pony videos. There was no indication that they would be inappropriate, and they were marketed to fans of a show that is targeted towards young children. So it's like, you know, you can't totally put the blame on parents for letting their kids watch that, because like how are they supposed to know? How are they supposed to know? My mom, she didn't know. She didn't even know that bronies were a thing. Really? She didn't like understand it until like the 2013 Equestria Girls movie. Because we went to see that, and the whole audience was like grown men. Maybe like it was like me and my friend, and I think like 4 other parents with young girls. Like, she had no idea. She had no idea what this fandom was like. And I can't blame her. How would she? It was an absolute, just a wild phenomenon. There was no telling that sort of fandom would grow out of a show like that, you know? Yeah, I don't think... Well, I mean, outside of, like, Elsagate content, I don't think that sort of thing is, like, necessarily happening as much. I mean, I know, like, I think the only fandom that I can think of that is, like, predominantly, like, that is targeted at very young children, not like Cartoon Network shows, but, like, targeted at, like, you know, like, 7 and younger. I think, like, the only one that has, like, adult fans is, like, Bluey. And I haven't seen really much of anything, like, even remotely close to the wildness that was the My Little Pony fandom in Bluey. You know, people seem pretty alright. I mean, you might get, like, some lewd, like, furry fan art of, like, the parents or something. But, you know, it's... that sort of thing is usually, like, only in those adult spaces where, like, you know, I don't think a kid, like, looking up their favorite Bluey characters would find that inappropriate content just by looking up the names of the characters. Unlike with My Little Pony, where, you know, if you just scroll through Google Images, you're bound to find one picture that's at least suggestive, you know. I definitely think that there should have been some regulation in those days. I really do feel like the more inappropriate side of the My Little Pony fandom should have only been relegated to those adult spaces and those adult websites. Because I know, like, as a kid, I didn't know any inappropriate websites. I didn't know of any inappropriate websites. So if those sorts of videos had just stayed there, I know I at least wouldn't have seen them. Maybe some would. Maybe some kids out there would know about it and have seen it. But, you know, it would be like one of those things. Like, I didn't know, as a kid, I didn't know what, like, Rule 34 was until I was, you know, like, in my, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, teens, like, early teens or something. So, you know, it's like, I feel like if that was the case, things might have been better, but, oh, whoops, I messed up. But we'll never know. We'll never know. It is what it is. So yeah, I guess that's the end of my whole spiel. And of course, I'm not saying that sort of work shouldn't have existed. I think you can make whatever you want, as long as it's, you know, like, not illegal. You can make whatever kind of content you want. I just think that, you know, in that sort of scenario, when it's, you know, a series that is targeted towards very young kids, I just don't think that it should have been, like, as accessible, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the community was messed up, for sure, but, like, I feel bad. I feel bad because there definitely are some like normaler people. But there are some pretty normal people who like the show. They just people who just like the show because they liked it, not because of any like malicious reasons, you know. Like I know I was one of them, but like at the same time I was also a kid when the show came out, so I was kind of the target demographic. So I guess I'm not really in that category. I always kind of forgot that when I was younger, that like I was in the minority. Like I considered myself to be a brony back in those days, but like at the same time, you know, I wasn't the same, you know. Yeah, yeah, I agree with the Vaporeon stuff. Like there's people that are weird into Pokemon, and then there's people that just like the series. And I feel like people who just like the series should not be put in the same category as people who like it in a weird way. Yeah, Google not keeping the mature stuff away. That's probably good. That's probably true too. I'm not sure. I don't know the ins and outs of how like Google recommends images, you know? But like I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There was the internet in like the early 2000, or not early 2000, well, that too, but the internet in the late 2000s to mid 2010s was it's definitely different than what it is now. Like I know like trigger warnings, for example. A lot of videos that like talk about like scary and like dark things, they usually have like a trigger warning for that sort of stuff. When I was a kid, it was very rare to see that sort of thing. And there's a fairly popular channel called, I think they're like Tat's Top Videos, that I used to watch. They used to do like a bunch of like creepypasta top 10s and stuff like that. And like I remember like they were like one of the only YouTubers that would have like warnings that would say like this video contains like jump scares and flashing lights and things like that. And, you know, trigger warnings, it doesn't even have to be for like content. It doesn't have to be content specific. It can be like, you know, there are flashing lights at this point in time in the video if you are like epileptic or something like that. The internet is, I wouldn't say it's more caring, but you know, I think a lot of people have learned to be more kind towards each other. Especially like those who were in the spaces that especially weren't very kind to others. But like I specifically remember that channel because, you know, like when I was like first warming up to the horror sphere, like I was a very fraidy cat kid. Not gonna lie, I was scared of a lot of things that would not really be considered scary. And like now looking back, I'm like, why was I scared of that? You know? But like when I was like starting to like warm up to it, I really appreciated that little intro at the beginning that said like this video has scary imagery. So I could be like, okay, maybe I'm not ready to watch this video yet. Like I appreciate that. And I appreciate that people who still talk about horror stuff, you know, like the big guys like Nexpo or Nightmind, or even like Blame It on Jorge. all those channels I would highly recommend. I love all their stuff. You know, whenever they talk about like serious subjects or something like that, they'll put a warning up, which it wasn't something that you saw very often. And I think a lot of people probably appreciate that now. It's like there's a lot of like kind of messed up stuff in the horror community back in the 10s. Even though some of the stuff wasn't like very well executed, let's just say, it was still pretty disturbing, you know. Oh my god, I still cannot type this whole entire time. Like I definitely I've seen some yeah, graphic content. Yeah, that's like I know they do that they do that for TV. Hello, welcome. They put those things, they have like, when Family Guy or something comes on, they'll have like a little screen with like viewer advised stuff. Or like even Adult Swim, like on Adult Swim they'll have like this program might contain material not suitable for all ages. Even something like that. So, like, they had the tools, they had the knowledge that, that sort of thing was happening. It just wasn't meta yet. It wasn't meta to put warnings on your videos. That's true. That for sure, but still. My point stands is that they could have had more thought. But I just don't think that the internet was that kind of place just yet. And I mean, there's still bad stuff, It's not like that sort of thing has gone away. I just don't think, I just think that the landscape has changed. Like, even like in the past 5 years, I think that the landscape of the internet has changed. We're like take Minecraft for example. Like back in 2016, people would like make fun of you if you played Minecraft. That was seen as like a baby game. And now everybody's playing it and it's like super cool and awesome because it always was. They were just stupid. People were just stupid back then to think that. I still played Minecraft. I didn't care. I was about to say, or talking about anime, but no, I still feel like people talking about anime gets made fun of a lot. Which, speaking of anime, they're showing Perfect Blue in my area coming up soon. And I'm really hoping to be able to watch it. I loved Perfect Blue. I never got to watch it in theater, but I love it. I love the vibe. I love the, obviously, the artwork and the animation, the story. It's very good. So I'm hoping to get together with some friends and watch it when it comes to theaters. Oh, I've been sitting here for a while. My butt's starting to hurt. No. I do kind of miss a little bit the old ways of the horror internet, where like people weren't as sure of things, except for the whole screamer phase. I was not a fan of that. Was not a fan of the screamer era. That was kind of annoying. Like, I don't mind a screamer that is well executed. I don't mind a screamer that is well executed. I know I should. I've been trying. Trust me. It's just hard to find a good chair. Like, you can't just order a chair online and then have it be the one. You know, it takes a while. But like, I don't mind a well executed screamer or jump scare. But you know, when it's like just one of the same two stock images with like generic woman screaming sound effect number 56, that's boring. That's boring. Where's the artistry? Come on now. Come on now. You can do better. You can do better than that. I'm just saying. I've only ever been like really badly scared by one screamer video in my life. After that, I was very skeptical of everything. That's how I stayed out of trouble on the internet. Like that's how I avoided shock sites. Every time someone was like, "Oh, be sure to go to this website." Like, I just knew. I was like, okay, and then I never went to that website. Or like you know, when like Two Girls One Cup was popular, and so people would be like, oh, go to like twogirlsonecup.com or something like that. I would be like, okay, and then I would never go to that. That's how I've never watched it. That, and I saw the Family Guy clip. So I knew that it wasn't something that I wanted to watch. Yeah, I did see that one. I did see the Road and the Zombie, the KFC commercial. I have seen that one, but I watched it under the pretext that there was going to be a jump scare. It was in one of those like top 10 like scariest commercials, and so they had like a little warning that there was going to be a jump scare. So I was prepared, and now I've seen it so many times that like I know exactly when it's going to happen, and I'm not scared of it. Yeah, I just brought up some bad memories for all of you now. Sorry, I'm sorry. Or like whenever one of those like shock sites was going around, I would like look up on YouTube like reaction videos, and you know, and I would I would let people get scarred for life for me. I was smart, okay? I was smarter than the average bee. That's how you learn. I learned from an early age not to trust anything on the internet. So I was always vigilant. I was always vigilant after that point. I would always check so So this was how I would tell if there was like gonna be a jump scare at the end of the video. I would like, you know, I would start watching the video and then I would move the like the little scroll bar to the end, and you know, like especially if it was like a video that had like where like the point where it should end, if there was like the ending portion was longer than what it should be, I knew that there was going to be a screamer. Easy as that, you know, you just use your brain. You've got all the tools right there, just use them. So yeah, I didn't, other than the one, I don't remember ever really getting scared by screamer videos. But I'll talk about that screamer video, probably the one that traumatized me. It's kind of funny. The one screamer that video, the one screamer video that traumatized me. I'll talk about it probably sometime during this October. This will not be the last time you hear of it. I can promise you that. Oh, back on the topic of creepypastas that I stupidly believed. I also believed in the truth behind My Little Pony story, where like they were talking about like, oh, it's the show is actually, all of the characters are based on these 6 girls that all died on the same day tragically because Laura and Faust wanted them to all be friends. I believe that. I so believe that. And then, you know, I saw videos where people were like, actually, these girls never existed. They never died. There's no proof that any of these girls existed. And I was like, oh, you know, that makes sense. That was the point where I was like, in my mind, I was like, you know, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It definitely seems too good to be true. Except for the Jimmy Two Shoes one. That one was real. There were a lot of those like theories. Except for Jimmy Two Shoes. That one actually was originally going to be terrifying, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was fairly popular. It was a fairly popular story at the time. Yeah, oh, I don't have it set up. But Jimmy Two Shoes was like, it's like one of those, like, I think it's like a Teletoon show. But it's just like about like a happy-go-lucky kid who's like with this like sad girl or something like that. I didn't really watch it as a kid, but it was originally going to be about like a good soul that got sent to hell like by accident or something, and so he's like hanging out with like the soul of a murderer, and there was going to be like a lot more like blood and other things that are not very appropriate for a children's show. Like that was like the pilot. That was the pilot pitch. And the only stuff that has ever surfaced from that original plot, or just like a couple of like concept art. You can read about it on the Lost Media Wiki. Bro, everything was satanic back then. Every single children's TV show, there was some crazy nut job who was like, oh, this thing is satanic. Literally for everything. Every single children's show ever. Anything fun. Anything that was fun. People were like, oh, it's talking about the devil. It's all about the devil. People are nuts. And And like all the like Illuminati conspiracy stuff. Oh my gosh. I remember people were like, "Oh, Gravity Falls is like connected to the Illuminati because of Bill Cipher." And I was like, "Are you stupid? That's literally the joke. That's the joke. That's the point of his character. That is literally what the character is supposed to be making fun of." Is nuts, crazy people, conspiracy theories. You dummy. I wouldn't be surprised. It's like the original actor for Elmo, who got arrested for doing something very bad. I'm not sure I can say. If you know, you know. There's been quite a few people in children's media that have turned out to be not very good people. It's really unfortunate. You would think that, you know, if you worked in people who work in children's entertainment, you would think that they would be like screened more for that sort of thing, but surprisingly not. Yeah, I remember watching videos that would be like, oh, there's subliminal messages in these songs, and like they would play like Stairway to Heaven backwards. I remember that was like a huge thing. Still love Led Zeppelin. Oh my god, I almost said Zed Leplin. That's the localized JoJo name. That and like the stuff where they would like where they would be like, oh, Disney is pushing like sexual propaganda on kids. Well, they kind of still do that today, but but like the stuff from back in the day where they would show like that clip of The Lion King where like Simba falls on like the flowers or the dandelions or something, and it would like spell out SFX. And it was supposed to like be like a thank you to the SFX team, and people were like, "Oh, it's saying the SEX word." I know, I love it. I love the whole reaction afterwards, where like bands would start to like actually put like goofy messages in the reverse. I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, people still make the videos about Disney putting sexual things in their media, even though it's like not at all. And those can be explained away very easily. It really is. All of the like satanic panic stuff was really stupid. People back then just hated fun. Like I know D&D, that was a big thing. Yes, Weird Al is great. He's such a character. Oh my gosh, that made me just completely lose my train of thought. My thought of train. Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, I know that was like a huge thing like back in the 80s. Literally, people just hated fun. They just hated fun. D&D is mega fun. But I guess I'm worshiping the devil because I made my my cutie pie, my cutesy pootsy anime cat girl D&D character be able to talk to animals or whatever. I actually did have a D&D character that was like that was literally like an anime cat girl. I made her go yeah after every sentence and everything. It's because I thought it was funny. Oof. Oh man, did I get another mosquito bite? I swear, like mosquitoes just keep on appearing. It's so annoying, and they fly at my face too. Like the other day, I was going to fill up my water bottle. I was just standing like perfectly still, trying to fill up my water, and then this bug, it just tries to fly up my nose. Oh my god! It's like, how? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Ugh. It sucks. It sucks. Why are bugs so dumb? Wait. No, I'm not immune. It's true. Oh my gosh, I have so many deformers for this part. There's so many. I've got like 7 now. Whoa, man. Alright, I need another drink of my soda. My soda pop. In all honesty though, I never really watched anything like age inappropriate for me as a kid. I think I'm the only person that I've ever met who like didn't watch Adult Swim even though they weren't supposed to as a kid. Like I didn't watch Adult Swim until I was in like middle school, and you know, at that point my parents were like, you know, this is whatever. They weren't gonna yell at me for watching King of the Hill, you know. Like I just knew like the second that, you know, the Cartoon Network said that they were signing off, I was like, I gotta change the channel! Quick! Because I knew that, you know, I wasn't supposed to watch it. Horror. Oh. I was just such a good child. I was just a good child, and I listened to my parents when they told me don't watch that show. And like all of the shows that like my parents told me you're not allowed to watch that show anymore, I never watched it again. until like again until I was like in middle school, and my parents, you know, were like, you know, you're old enough, you're mature enough, you can watch it. Like the only shows that my parents banned me from watching, besides, you know, shows that were like obviously meant for adults, were like it was Courage and Regular Show. Those are the 2 shows that Mama B banned me from watching as a kid. Which I'm very disappointed, because those are both really good shows, and I'm sad because like when I got a bit older, and you know, like people would like talk about like all the scary, terrifying enemies and like villains in Courage, and I was like, oh man, that sounds so cool, that sounds so scary, can't believe I missed out on that. You know, that was my mindset. I was disappointed. I was so disappointed that I missed out watching it. Because now it's not as scary anymore. Dang it, I want to be traumatized. swear. But my mom banned me from watching it because of one episode where the characters like get decapitated. But like, you know, obviously it's a cartoon, so like they're not actually like getting their heads chopped off. There's like no blood, and they're still like moving around and like talking and stuff. But she thought that was too scary for me. And then I got banned from watching regular show because my mom thought that in one episode they said shit. And like she swears up and down to this day that they said it. And like I keep telling her there is absolutely no way they would have said something like that on a children's program in the middle of the day without like the FCC getting on them for that. You know? Like you can't just swear in a kids cartoon. The only swear that they've ever said in regular show was "you pissed me off," and they edited that for the actual airing of the episode. But no, she still believes that they swore in one episode. And I watched through. I went back and I even watched through all of the episodes. Not once did they ever swear. Besides like crap, which I mean I don't consider to be a swear, but I know they did in Total Drama. Total Drama got so heavily edited. I didn't even realize it until I saw like this. I got recommended a video of like all of the changes from the Canadian to the US version. Excuse me. The Canadian and the US versions of the show. And the video was like 30 minutes long. I was like, oh my god, no way. Like I knew about the change in the one episode where they ate beef testicles and they changed it to meatballs. Which I mean, I guess technically they are. But like I knew about that change, and I knew that like there were some like I knew that they censored like the word crap, but like they would censor that. They censored like shut up. Like if somebody said shut up, they would change it to like shush up or something, or like shut it. Which I mean, like, why even? Those are basically the same thing. Both of those would be rude to say, you know. It's like why bother? Why bother? Or like or freaking. They would change that too. What the freak? Literally that. But they didn't censor any of the times when the characters got naked. Well, I mean, they were kind of already censored. Like they would always have like the pixelation thing. But still, they never cut that stuff out. They never cut that out. So, and now the Total Drama-rama, they got the fart sniffing fairy that like sniffs kids' farts. That didn't get censored for some odd reason. I'd say that's even worse. I'd say that's worse than saying crap. But I don't know. That's just me. I guess just because, like, kids only see, like, farting as, like, haha, you farted. Like, that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a little kid. I don't know what little kids find funny. I don't know what modern day little kids like. I tried to show my my little cousins the original Teen Titans, and they were like, "Oh, this is like Teen Titans but different." I was like, "Yeah, because it's better." I'm past the whole dunking on Teen Titans go. I feel like everything that could have been said about that show has been said like a billion times already. And you know, at this point, it's doing good for the company. I just don't care anymore. I only care because they play it so much. They play it so much. They played that and Gumball, which I really like Gumball, but you know, Cartoon Network has so many shows that they could air. So, you know, just sucks. Hello, hello, welcome. Canadian humor, true that. I really hope that they get the new Total Drama series aired over here. Ugh, I hated it. Oh, I'm just talking about like old cartoons and stuff, like things that used to scare me a bit as a kid. But now I guess I'm just talking about Total Drama. So like when the newest season got announced, so like number one, I really enjoyed what I've seen of it. However, they only aired it in Italy. Like, why? It's a Canadian show, but they, so far as far as I know, they've only aired it in like in Europe, in Italy. I don't know if they've aired it any other place, but that's how I watched it, because I literally I know that they have it on what's it called, Discovery Plus, I think, but I don't have that, and I'm not paying for a subscription. So I had to use like this website and like try to figure out the time conversion from where I live to Italy and watch it in Italian and try to piece stuff out from there. I live in nondescript US. Just it's such a pain. It's such a pain. And they're still nowhere. They're making a second season from that. They're making another season, and they're yet to air the new one in North America. I hate it. I hate it here. I just want to see the new goth girl. I love her. I love her so much. She's so funny. I'm a big fan of the Total Drama goth girls. What can I say? Ever since Gwen, she was my favorite. She was always my favorite character. She could do no wrong in my mind, in my heart. And I hated that they tried to make her a villain in the third season. That was the only reason that I did not like. That was the only thing that I didn't like about World Tour. Was that they tried to make Gwen the villain. Best girl did nothing wrong. I also really don't like the fact that they just like character assassinated Trent to have Gwen be in a relationship with Duncan. They're not like that. And it wasn't even a choice of the writers. It was a choice of Cartoon Network. It's so dumb! I hated it. They were so cute in the first season. The Total Drama series is one of my favorites. One of my childhood favorites. It's a really good show. They have the whole thing on Netflix. Though the first 3 seasons are the best, I will say. The 4th season is alright. And then also Redonkulous Race was not bad. I also like the goths in that one. They were funny. They were funny and I liked them. And I liked their little rabbit. It was! Oh my god, I hate Total Drama Rama. I hate it. I cannot believe that we are going back to the era of cartoons where they made everything babies. It's the worst. Ugh. Get your Muppet babies out of here. It's a good series. It's just like you said, yeah, like some of the seasons are kind of hit or miss. I would say in my opinion, the third season is the best. And the first season I would say is like second. But it's still really good. And I can't say anything about the newest season, but what I did see of it, it was pretty good. I mean, again, it was all in Italian, so I didn't really understand what was going on, because they won't air it in North America, but whatever. Whatever. I can wait. I can wait. I won't like it, but I can wait. And I did like some of the characters in the fourth season. However, I am not a fan of how they portrayed DID. It's like or like dissociative identity disorder. Because I know that saying like multiple personality disorder, that's like the outdated term, and that's the term that they use. I'm not sure when it was deemed to be outdated, but I know that it was. So, you know, the fact that they're using an outdated term for a yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and All Stars, oh my god, don't even get me started on All Stars. Like, the whole depiction, first of all, people with DID are already not very well depicted in media. You know, like, I mean, it's a pretty rare disorder. But, you know, that doesn't mean that like a lot of characters in media that have that disorder are like very often depicted as like a villain. Like think of the guy from the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Glass, I think that's what it was called, and like Diavolo and JoJo, you know, like they're like villainous, or they have like villainous personalities when like it's usually that's not really how that works. So they had a good opportunity to have that sort of character and portray it properly, and they kind of didn't do that. But they did have, in the new season, they do have a gay character, and they have a character with a prosthetic leg. And I mean, both the characters are pretty good. Again, from what I could tell, because it was all in Italian. I'm just not going to get over that until they air it in North America. But, you know, from what I have seen and heard, they seem to have been portrayed pretty well. So, that's good for them. Happy to hear it. I mean, I still think that Courtney and Gwen should have gotten together, but you know, that's just me. That's just me. They had such a good opportunity in World Tour and All Stars to make them a couple, and they just never did. It's not fair. It could have been great. It could have been great. But that stupid freaking love triangle that never should have happened. It's fine. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's whatever. I was very disappointed at the end of All Stars. Just with All Stars in general. I have no idea what they were thinking with that season. It was pretty bad. Oh, I forgot to change that. Teehee. Also, Chris just became like so mean and unlikable. And that, you know, I just didn't really like him anymore. Hold on, did I mess up? I did. Oops. I copied and pasted the thing twice. It's also such a shame what ended up happening with Chris's original voice actor. Once again, we've come back to the whole people in children's media doing bad things that you would think someone who works in children's media would not do. It really sucks because like he had such an iconic voice, and you know it's a shame that now like the whole legacy is going to be tainted by that. Like the whole thing with the show is going to be like that's going to be part of its history now because one person had to be bad and do bad things. And the new voice actor, he's fine. He's fine. At first, when it was first revealed that they were changing the voice actor, I was not about it. I was like, why on earth would they change it? And then I found out why they changed him, and I was like, you know what? This is better. This is better, actually. I think I prefer this. He's still, it's the same voice actor who voiced the host for Redonkulous Race, and so he does a perfectly fine job, considering the circumstances. And I know it's like, it's hard to replace a character's voice that's like as iconic, but you know, considering the circumstances, I think that was probably the best call. It really sucks. I hate it. I hate it when things like that happen. I hate it when people are bad. I think we all can agree. Hate it when people are bad and then they do bad things. Wait, what the heck? Oh. Duh. I just did a stupid thing on here. Oh well. Oh. And I almost messed up again. Today's just not my day, I guess. Hold on. Maybe I should do like a keyboard ASMR stream. I think I'd rather get a different keyboard though, because it's a bit like clacky. I'd want to get, if I ever did like a keyboard ASMR, I would want to get one of those acrylic keys, you know, that make like more of like a clunking sound, I guess. Working on my onomatopoeia. Okay, that's better. I'd really like to play webkins, but I think my account got deleted, which is really sad. I tried to get in contact with Gans about it, and they wanted me to like send like a like one of my pets' codes, and like I have no idea where the codes are. We used to have them like in a drawer, and then we moved, and I don't remember what I did with them. I put them in a bag, and then I put them somewhere, and it's all blank from there. I have no idea where they are now, so like, oh, I guess I'll never know. But like, I had a lot. I had a lot. A lot doesn't even begin to describe it. I mean, I only had like one virtual pet. So, you know, I never did like a deluxe account. So it's not like I ever spent any money on the site. But still, like, I've been playing on it for like well over 10 years. So it just really sucks to lose that big part of my childhood. It's like Club Penguin. It's like when Club Penguin shut down, but for me, because I actually didn't really do Club Penguin. Well, I say I didn't spend any real money on the site. I did, just not virtually. I spent money on the pets. Well, more my parents and also my grandparents did, but well, to be fair, I did actually buy a few. I would like save up money. Like if I did like really good on a test or something, I would get, I think, like a certain amount of money or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been in elementary school. But I do kind of miss the craze. The new ones, they don't hit the same. I have to admit, they look too much like Beanie Boos, and I'm already not a huge fan of the Beanie Boos. I much prefer the original Beanie Babies. I don't know, to me, I like my stuffed animals that actually look like animals, generally. But I guess that's just not what's popular anymore. Now I guess like the new toy craze, like the new plushie craze, are like Squishmallows. Which I don't have any. They're cute and they're soft, but I just don't have any. I've retired from collecting plushies, and now I collect much more expensive anime figures. I graduated. Every woman in my family collected stuff. So I'm just following in the trend. My mom collects stuff. My grandma collected stuff. It's just we just have a like a pack rat brain family, I guess. Or dragon brain. Collect for our horde. I don't know, there's something satisfying about collecting stuff when you like complete like a set. That's what I like to do. I like to complete like sets of figures. Like I have like JoJo, like the Nendoroids of the Joestars. I have all of them except for Josuke and I almost said Johnny. I wish they had Johnny. Josuke and Joseph. Which I have pre-ordered Josuke. I just need to find Joseph now. And then I'll have the entire Joestar family. That's like my sort of thing. That's my brain when I collect things. It's like I want like a family. Or if there's like a set that's like a couple, I gotta get both, you know? Because I can't break up the couple. I'm not a monster. But yeah, I was nuts about collecting webkins as a kid. Like you would not imagine. I have a whole shelf in my room, and it's a big shelf. I'd say it's taller than me, but that's not saying much. But it's really it's tall enough that I cannot reach the very top without like a stool or a ladder. Well, step ladder, not like a ladder. It's all because of Grandpa B. Like every birthday, every Christmas, every Easter, he would like get me like 1 or 2 new webkins, and so that's that's what happened. That's what happened. I would tell Grandpa B, "Oh, I'm into this thing now," and then like every year after that for Christmas or my birthday or what have you, he would get me that. So I think that's kind of where it comes from. But Grandpa B was great. When I got into Monster High, I told my grandpa, I was like, "Oh, I love this series. Can you, for Christmas, can I have all these dolls?" And then that Christmas I got like every single Monster High doll. So now I have I have like almost every single Monster High doll except for the recent ones. I would collect them, but like I said, I collect really expensive anime figures now, so, you know, it's like, do I want this doll or do I want this super expensive anime figure? You know? If they still made webkins, I can't say for sure that I would still collect them. Well, I mean, they do still make webkins. They're just not as good. But if they still made them like the ones that they used to make, I can't say for sure that I would still collect them. But, you know, maybe if they had like some especially cool looking ones, then maybe. Like I think the most recent one that I ever got was like in like maybe 2019, I want to say. Yeah, I think that was the last one that I ever got. It was a horse, and I named it Slow Dancer after Johnny's horse in JoJo. Because I was super obsessed with JoJo then. I still kind of am. Still praying that we'll get a Steel Ball Run animated, but you know, who isn't? All right, it's getting up to 2 hours now, and I'm pretty much finished with the part that I am working on, so I'm probably going to end it here in a couple minutes. I'm very sorry, but it's been a lot of fun talking with everyone. It's nice to get my mind off all of the sad things that are happening in my life right now. Well, not necessarily sad, just tough. A little sad, but, you know, tough. Yeah, I think I'll end it now. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me for today. I appreciate you all sitting here and listening to me rant and ramble about whatever random thing pops into my brain. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I think I have a thing scheduled. Yes. Oh, that's right. I've got Katamari. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like take all my stuff down to my basement. I'm going back into the basement again. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye.